I want to share with you my first experience reading the Qur'an. To be honest with you, what really surprised me more than anything was how women are just openly mistreated in this religion. Now, I've read things like a woman's supposed to cover her face, a man doesn't have to do this, a man is allowed to have 2, 3, 4 wives. A woman's only allowed to have one husband. The testimony of a man is worth twice as much as the testimony of a woman. But of all these, what really struck me was Surah 4:34, and it reads, "As to those women on whose part you see ill conduct, admonish them first. Next, refuse to share their beds. And last, beat them lightly if it is useful." So what the Quran is actually saying here is if we have a disrespectful woman and a Muslim man sees this disrespect, he's supposed to first go and admonish her, which seems like the right thing to do. Go and admonish your wife. And if that doesn't work, the man is told he's supposed to reject her in bed. In other words, he's supposed to skip her night. He's not supposed to share her bed. In an Islamic household, usually a woman, the women have their own beds, their own bedrooms, and the Muslim man kind of takes his turn and bounces from one to the next and kind of does a rotation. If a woman is disrespectful, she doesn't listen to her husband, he admonishes her, she does not listen, he's supposed to pretty well reject her. He's supposed to give her turn to another one, so on and so forth. And if this form of rejection does not work, the Quran tells him he's supposed to beat her lightly. Now, I'm thankful that the Quran at least says beat her lightly, but at the same time, think about this, folks. The Quran is telling men to beat their wives. Not only are they women supposed to keep their heads covered, their testimony is only worth half as much. They only get one husband. The husband can have multiple women, but the men can beat their wives on top of all these things. Now, I'm sharing this for a specific reason. There's a lot of Muslims out there today just spreading the teaching that Islam is a religion of equal rights. Now, we can be pro-equal rights, and that's fine. That's a good thing. We can be pro-Islam. You know, everybody's got a choice to make. You can choose Islam. But I want to keep you from saying something really stupid today. And that's saying I am pro-equal rights and pro-Islam. Common sense does not give us this option. Okay, you can be pro-rights, equal rights, but to say that, you cannot be pro-Islam. And if you are pro-Islam, you cannot be pro-equal rights. If you're for Islam, you are not for women. All you have to do is read this book. All you have to do is look around out there and see how these women are treated compared to how the men are treated. It's common sense. We cannot say we're pro-equal rights and pro-Islam. You have to choose which one you want, but don't say something very foolish by saying I'm both.